I'm going to speak briefly about developing a theme for your profile, but the ideas that are relevant to developing a theme for your profile are going to be based on principles from my bias video. So if you haven't watched my bias video, it's probably worth taking a look at that one first. It's easy to think of a profile as factual. At its heart, it is an essay that relies on the use and the acquisition and the organization of a huge number of facts. What you're doing for this essay in its initial stages is you're looking at a lot of different sources to research a particular individual. You're culling through a pile of facts, and the eventual essay that you produce is largely going to be fact-based. You could describe it as a factual essay. But in the process of picking the facts that you want to include in your essay, you're also going to be leaving out facts. You're going to be choosing the most important facts for the message of the profile that you're trying to write. And that message is going to be dependent upon what you think the most important or the most valuable quality is of the person that you're studying. Much as you're going to be learning a lot of facts about your chosen individuals, you're also going to be learning facts, finding facts that don't have room in your essays. So something I'd like you to think about is a hypothetical that's not really hypothetical because it's true in dozens of cases. Let's imagine that there's a very competent actor or a very competent athlete who is known for having a great career. And let's imagine that the same actor or athlete has done a wide variety of things. Maybe the actor has worked on television shows as well as films and has even branched out to directing. Maybe the athlete has played on several different teams and has won some major awards and has now turned to coaching. These aren't so unreasonable yet. Let's imagine also that that actor or that athlete is very outspoken about a subject or a field or an organization or an underrepresented group of people that is very near and dear to that actor or athlete's heart. Let's imagine that that actor or athlete has publicly spoken in favor of that group of people or has taken a particular political stance, maybe a very widely covered political stance that's prominent in the media. Let's say that actor or athlete has started an organization or raised a huge amount of money or has done some other thing that's incredibly newsworthy. Now your profile essay is more complicated. Or, in another example, let's say that your actor or athlete has actually engaged in some reprehensible behavior. Although they might be a very good actor or athlete, maybe they've done some things that you don't agree with. Maybe you think that a profile of that should be based on their weaknesses and acknowledge that even people who are great, who have achieved great success in a particular career, also have their limitations. As you begin to sift through facts about different people's lives, you're going to need to cull that information and figure out what is most important. In the case of an actor or athlete, are their athletic or dramatic achievements more important than their later social work? Is something that they did earlier in life equally valuable for the sake of a profile or a review essay? Which elements of their life, which elements of their career, which of their convictions, which of their values, which of their advocacies deserve the most weight in a very limited short essay? Let's go back to Pauley Perrette for a moment. She is an actor. She has a wide television career and a small film career, and she's been most prominently involved in the television show NCIS, but she's also more recently branched off into some other fields with a bit of criticism of NCIS along the way. She's also a very outspoken advocate for the rights of homosexual and transgender people. Which of these is most important for my profile? I might mention all of these in a profile of her, but I won't have the room to give each of them equal weight, so I'll need to consider which of them is the most important. Do I want to frame her as a human rights advocate? Do I want to celebrate her as a great actress, long a household favorite? Or do I want to speak to the new work she has done and to the rich depth and broadness of her career? As you assemble the facts about your chosen person, think about what can be gained. Think about what can be learned. Think about how that person could influence other people to act or behave differently, or why they should be celebrated either for their incredible accomplishments in their field of choice or for what they have chosen to do with their success as a platform. Choose something that speaks to the heart of the subject of your profile essay. What is most important, most valuable, and most worth highlighting? Use that as a theme in your essay. Don't just express the bare outlines of someone's career, but figure out how that career or how the other elements of that individual's life come together to give a deeper message. Consider the profiles in your book. They don't just state the career that someone was in. Instead, they state a way in which that person has been an advocate or in which that individual has achieved excellence. I wouldn't just say, Polly Perrette is a great television star. I want to tell you something else that's important. When you've found the thing that is most important, most unique, most memorable, or most noteworthy about your individual, mention that at the beginning of your essay. Use it to drive the way that you structure your body paragraphs, even choose it to drive some of your selections of information. Emphasize information that points in that direction and use the other information you have gained to supplement or contextualize that most important driving force. Tell me something that is worth studying and give me a lesson or a moral or a truth or an action that comes out of your research.